Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Will McDonald there on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. So no return on that punt. And the Jets are starting deep from their own territory here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. He throws a bullet to the center. His first throw is an interception. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
3rd and goal, Purdy. He brings it in. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Fields on 3rd. That's caught for the first. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Point after converted by Zuerlein. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
Contributions like that out of your kickoff returner is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Purdy on 1st down. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
19 Lions.
1st down throw by Purdy. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 10. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
70 go.
Drop play. This is McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd and goal at the 6.
Here we go.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be 4th down. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume.
Let's go.
We'll see if they go for it here. 4th down near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Another run for Henry. Has good room at the 35. Through the 45. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Henry will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 range, 70 range.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun snap for Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Sauce Gardner with the INT.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. First, right. Hey, Ken.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. One strike. Up.
Looking to throw Fields. He beams one deep right side. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the 49ers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Purdy throwing here on first. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers with 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight, set, go.
From the gun is Purdy. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here we go, set.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
McCaffrey takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back to the 5. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
60 Maverick. Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Completed here to McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdout.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Xavier Gipson now to return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Don't jump, ready? Go.
He's back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Gets everything he has under this throw. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding? Why does this have to happen?
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Gipson now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The drive begins with Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Up, let's go.
From the 28. Buying some time right. Now here he goes. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Go. Here we go, son.
They've got a man in motion.
Sit high.
First down throw for Fields. Complete, Derrick Henry. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
EQ. Here we go. Right.
Fields to throw it. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is picked up by the 49ers.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
3rd and short, here's Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
79 Bronco. Go.
Purdy throwing here. He puts some juice on it deep. He's got it deep downfield. And guys, man, that's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. Here's Wisnowski now to handle the kickoff. Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Complete to Braylon Allen. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why Scott's talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here we go.
Another throw for Fields. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Don't jump, Hey, Ken. No muss. Up. Go.
Fields on 1st down. Cut out left. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, Ken.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Here we go.
A pistol snap, Fields. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Jaden Reed, the intended target. So they're left facing third and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
19 Lion, trap 60, trap 60.
On third down, Purdy. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jets have some new life in the fourth. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Here we go, Ty.
Off play action, it's Fields. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Yep. Here we go. Right.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a fourth quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And we get to see the new kickoff rules come into play right away here in Week 1, Brock. Since it hit in the landing zone and then bounced into the end zone, the touchback only comes out to the 20.
Cougar 19.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a fourth quarter lead. This to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the 49ers push their lead to 3. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Play action, Fields. This is reeled in by Wilson. At the 20. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a fourth quarter lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Zerline with the extra point. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Henry. Broke through the tackle. And he drives this forward to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from...
He has the New York touchdown. Now the Jets keeping the offense on the field. They're going to go for 2. He's throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
49ers 23.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They run. Here's Henry. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Jets looking like they'll start this season with a win. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Fields out of the gun. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Has a hole left, room to run. Hits the 20. And they get a touchdown. Defense scores and gives them some small hope here. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers trim the deficit down to 5. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. West right pitch.
Here he is to throw. He's trying to push the field. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. 1st down, ball at the 36.
18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60.
Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Looking for a target. That one's incomplete over the middle.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
Highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready? 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go! 79 Bronco!
After the pick, Purdy back to the air. Chased out to his right. That finds Jacob Kelly. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Here we go!
From the gun is Purdy. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and the kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Caught near the end zone. And he's into the end zone. They are really pulling out whatever they can to try to make this game closer. That cuts the lead down by an extra 2. So only a handful of seconds left. They have time for this and a single snap. And the Jets come up with a football. That should just about ice this game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So it's a road win for the Jets. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.
Are you kidding me? Really?
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Jets, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.